Okay, folks, this video is for folks that are new to dealing with wheel weights. I've probably processed 1,000 pounds of wheel weights this year, and by process I mean sorting them into lead, zinc, and steel. The zinc and steel are not good for melting, so it's important to get those out before you start using your melting pot. Okay, there's several tools that I would recommend you use. First is a good pair of gloves. Lead's toxic and you really don't want to be getting it on your hands. It's inevitable that you're going to, but I mean, gloves are cheap. Pair of side nippers and a screwdriver. Also a magnet. Until you learn what you're doing, those three things will really help you out. Alright, as far as identifying lead, easiest and first thing to do till you get a hang of for it is to take your screwdriver and just scar a weight. And you can see where I can't use two hands to be able to do this and hold the cell phone to make the video. So I already scored it, but you can see the shiny part where I scratched it. If it's lead, it will scratch very easily. Zinc and steel will not scratch at all. Alright, here's a tape on wheel weight, and you can see where I scratched it. And here's also another tape on wheel weight. This is lead, but it does not scratch because it's plastic coated. But you'll notice those marks on the very last one, 2 marks. That's where I took the side nippers to it. You grab a hold of it and mash it with that side nipper and it will indent. Now if it's a zinc one, they will not, and steel will not. So that's a very effective tool. Alright, speaking of zinc, these are some different types of zinc wheel weights. On all of them that I've seen so far, like I said, I've processed over 1,000 pounds this year. They'll all have a Z somewhere. This one's got a Z here, a Z here. This one looks like a painted lead wheel weight, but you grab it with the nippers and you find out real quick it doesn't give. It's also got a Z. So that's zinc. Here's a couple that have a ZN for zinc. There and there. Okay. Another thing with the zinc and steel is if you grab a zinc one or a steel one and hit it on something steel, see how that's got a high pitch? Here's a steel one, which I'll go over them in a minute. Okay. And if I get a lead one, it's got a little more of a dull thump, but that's not as accurate for me. I just go by eyesight and use the nippers if I'm not sure about it. Okay, as far as the steel goes, if it's plastic coated, these are plastic. That's not painted. That's actually plastic over steel. Plastic coated ones are all steel, at least from what I found. And then a lot of the steel ones will have a raised panel that has numbers on it on one side. That's steel. And these two are steel. You'll also note that where the clip that goes on the wheel attaches to the weight on a lot of the steel ones, it'll be actually clipped on there instead of it's 2 parts. And the other side, some of them will say FE, you'll know that's steel, iron. That one says that as well. But you'll get a feel for it use a magnet, you'll be able to tell your steel ones right off. And then once you start seeing these signs, these particular signatures, it'll tell you right off steel, so you can throw those aside. The zinc have a specific look. They look a little more like lead than the steel ones, but still, a lot of times I can tell just from the color, and then you look at it a little closer and it's got a Z on it somewhere. Anyway, stay safe and stay tuned for more management videos. I hope this one helped you.